And
the, the all counting down gotcha. That's what we got. Okay. I have to remember that.
sorry. Okay.
Ooh.
Welcome back to another episode of Chaotic Good Radio. I'm one of your hosts, Kate.
And I'm your co-host, Nate. Today we're talking video games. Well,
That's not why we're
specifically,
laughing,
yeah, I'm a silly goose sometimes. It happens. Be prepared. No,
Well, we were talking about sunburns because Nate's so pale that he's basically reflective, and he said, I get so red in the summer I turn into a stop sign, which was a new one for me. I've heard tomato, I've heard lobster, I've heard strawberry, I've even heard popsicle before. I've never in my life been referred to as red as a stop sign, and I don't know how to take that.
Oops.
Are you saying I'm octagonal, Nate?
No. I'm just saying you are bright red when you don't tan. You just turn into like this bright red neon sign.
Well,
I don't really tan either. I just get less pale.
You get warmed up. I turn into... See, and this is something that Miguel had said when we started dating as part of the reason he likes white girls, is because whenever they go out into the sun, they're like, they get freckles everywhere, and the freckles make them look like they're tortillas.
Oh, okay.
And I had like second-degree burns on my shoulders from the couple of times that I went to Warped Tour and didn't put sunscreen on because it was in the parking lot of the Pepsi Arena in Denver.
Sure.
And so
So
you're
that's
already
all
at a high elevation. You're on a pavement that's like absorbing all the heat. I had no sunscreen. There was a very definitive line between where my tank top started and ended, and the rest of me turned into freckle juice, basically. All of my shoulders going down my arms, but not my face, unfortunately. I think it would have been cool
you
to
like
have...
the little, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been neat to have freckles all over my face, but that didn't happen.
I mean, there's really, really cute makeup tutorials out here that can help you to get that in just right.
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of Apothecary Diaries a little bit.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Too bad it's not another anime episode.
Until October, I think, is when the next season comes out.
Yes.
Guess what just came back out on Prime?
What?
The new season of Vox Machina.
Oh. Did that come out yesterday?
It came out either yesterday or Tuesday. I want to say it was yesterday.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'll get that started this weekend, the next season.
They released all but the last 2 episodes. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're doing the... Yep.
Yeah. And Miguel and I watched the first 2, and it is like right off the bat, it is so intense. So intense. And I'm like,
Man,
yeah, action.
See, I'm trying to get Abby caught up. Like, eventually I want to get her caught up with me with Invincible and The Boys.
Invincible, 100% agree. I haven't seen The Boys, so I wouldn't necessarily know.
It's like the dark underbelly of superhero work.
Like, I know what it's about, and that's the one that Homelander is in too, right?
Yeah, and I freaking hate Homelander so bad. So every fiber of my being is like, that's the worst person that's ever existed.
I feel like that's the point of the character from what I've heard other people talk about.
Oh, it is. It 100% is.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be a parody on a you-know-who. Oh,
they did that real well, and I'm glad that most people can separate the actor from the character, because if they couldn't, this guy'd never have a career again after this.
It's interesting to me how often people do get wrapped up in the characters that they play, and I think that happens more prominently when the actor dies shortly after playing a really dark role.
Sure, like
So
Heath Ledger, for example.
that was the one I was thinking of too. All right, and we're back. Hopefully my camera and my mic are working.
For real though.
Um, yeah. So, since you're the resident gamer, 'cause I don't really consider myself a gamer.
Yeah,
Um,
been gaming since probably since Atari.
okay, that is before my time.
Yep.
The first gaming system I ever got was a GameCube.
Oh,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, I had many years of gaming under my belt by then.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I
Um,
remember when Duck Hunt and Mario were new for Nintendo,
okay,
like
okay,
NES.
okay. I don't think I ever had that system. I at least know what they are.
I still have a NES and NES. I still have Nintendo Entertainment System.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have one. I've got the Duck Hunt gun, the original paddles. It works.
Cool, very cool. So what was the first game that you remember playing on the Atari?
The first game I ever played was Asteroids.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Okay, so Asteroids, it's a black screen and everything is just white lines. So you've got a tiny little ship that looks like a paper airplane in the center,
Yeah,
like the weird triangle shape. And then you've got random rhombuses, we'll say. Just a lot of shapes, like not three-dimensional, like single, like just lines and like jaggedy circles flying around the screen. And you push one button, because there was only like one button, um, to fire, and then you shoot and you break apart the asteroids, and then you use the joystick to avoid getting hit by them and spin in circles to shoot and stuff, and that's it.
okay.
That's it. The whole
So
point was to see who could get the highest score and last the longest. That was all. There was no plot, there was no quests, there was no upgrades, there was no you just spin in circles and shoot.
so it was like a early version of Galaga?
No, Galaga was its own thing.
Okay. So, like, one of the first games that we got for the GameCube was Namco Museum, where it took all of
Okay.
these, uh, arcade
Like
games and put them on
Centipede
one
and stuff
disc.
like that.
I
Yeah.
don't think we had Centipede. It was mostly like racing games, Galaga, Dig Dug,
Did that.
Pac-Man.
Yep. Pac-Man
Uh,
came out of a similar era. They were a little bit later than when I first started playing, but yeah.
yeah.
Like I remember at the local pizza place, they had a little arcade, and then it was pinball machines, and it was like
Mhm.
Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man, and then a little bit later on, they when Sega came out, they got it was Mortal Kombat and I think Street
Yeah.
Fighter both.
Sega.
Yep.
Oh,
Honestly,
man.
though, it might sound, a little bit normy, I guess, but my number one played game on Sega was Sonic, for sure, Sonic.
Oh, man. I think my
Like
kid
the
would
original
kill to
Sonic the
have
Hedgehog.
that original Sonic.
Before
He's
Tails, before Knuckles,
yeah,
before yep,
yeah, for sure,
yep.
for
The
sure. That's
first time I played
definitely
through it, the lava level really got me. Like, the very first time I played it, the lava level was like, "What is going on?" And then I realized I had to outrun the lava, and then I figured it out, but
so, like, for some of those early video games, did it take you, like, quite a while to figure out the mechanics, or were you just kinda naturally like, "Oh, no, this makes sense?"
well, a lot of the early mechanics, I mean, like, for example, Atari, Nintendo, stuff like that, they only had 2 buttons and your movement button, and that was it.
Yeah,
You
that's
could
fair.
pause, but, so if you're using just like an A and a B and a directional pad, there's not a lot of mechanics to learn to begin with, so it's already
Sure.
semi-intuitive. There's like 3 combos of things you can do, and that was it. So I was like, "Okay." As
That's fair.
but it was more of the developing the timing for stuff that was the key to a lot of these older games. Y
Mhm.
You had to be exact, and if you didn't, you started all the way at the beginning, had to run
Yep.
through everything all over again, and then get back to that obstacle that killed you and start again.
Yeah. I
And if it
think that
killed you
was
that time
yeah. Well, that was, like, the most frustrating part for me learning some of those earlier games too, because I remember I got, some sort of Mario game for my, Game Boy Color when I was a kid,
Whoa.
and every time that I died in the game and I'd have to, like, start over from the last checkpoint or whatever, I would get so freaking frustrated, and I'm like, "But I can't throw it at the wall because then I'll break it."
Yeah, honestly, I enjoyed it, but I was, at like 7 years old, like just a little kid.
Mhm.
I was able to beat the first Mario game, like, completely.
Okay.
I had 2. 2 was weird. 2 was so freaking weird. 3 was also great for the original Mario, Super Mario Brothers.
Mhm.
2 was just strange and didn't really seem to connect to anywhere. But, it was also the first instance of being able to play as one of the princesses.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I didn't actually get into Mario a whole lot. I just had the one game for my,
Sure.
Game Boy. I don't even remember which one it was.
I'm
It
guessing it
was,
was like, Yoshi's World or something like that.
like, it was a Super Mario game, but it was, like, you had to go through different worlds and complete challenges and puzzles in order to save Princess Peach, so very
Mhm.
similar, like, storyline. But, I
I
had
wonder if it
that,
with
and
3
then that
Nintendo
might have been 3 because I was,
3?
like, 10 or 11 when I got it, so that would have been, like, little after early 2000s. But,
Oh, no, it's definitely not 3 because 3 Super Mario Brothers 3 came out, mid-90s.
oh, yeah, it was much later version. Um, I had that. I had the The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on the Game Boy Color. But I will say the one that I probably played the most as a kid was, when the very first SpongeBob movie came out. They came out with the SpongeBob movie video game for GameCube,
Mhm.
and I always made it up right to the point where you had to defeat this, angler fish that had, like, a granny selling ice cream as, like, the lure or whatever,
Mhm.
and I died every single time. I never made it all the way through that game.
Fair enough. I do also remember when the GameCube came out, I was already a married adult by then. Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, yep, already had a career and family at that point. But, I didn't get into the GameCube. I actually switched up and went, PlayStation for quite a few years.
Okay.
I think after the Super Nintendo, I switched to PlayStation, and this was before PS1 existed. It was called PlayStation.
Right, right.
The PS1 was a lot more compact. Also the disc reader was way different. But the new one worked on a track where the older one did not. So the first PlayStations were a lot more durable than PS1.
Oh, okay.
They were a lot less likely to break. Also, this is when a brand new console only costs like $100.
Yeah, but $100 was still a lot back then too.
Yes, but if you've noticed, or if you've looked at, pay trends, uh,
Mhm.
pay scales have not really gone up much since then.
That's true.
So
And getting a new
because
console nowadays is like what, 500,
I
$600?
yeah, on the lower end.
Yeah,
And if you're a PC guy, you're looking at 2 to 5 grand.
if you buy it all.
Well, if you want a good setup, as someone who went to school to build computers, if you want a really good setup, at minimum, it's gonna cost you 3 grand.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, if you want an amazing setup with all of the everything, with the ability to stream, with a separate really nice camera and a separate, microphone and stuff, you're looking at 5 grand.
yeah, that
Easy
sounds
5
about right.
grand. I mean, depending on what keyboard you wanna customize your PC with, I mean,
Yeah,
that alone can cost, $600.
yeah,
And then the
yeah,
keycaps you can get separate, custom made as well. I mean, you can easily look at spending $10,000 if you wanna super customize it,
yeah. I'm pretty
as
sure.
opposed to when like, "Oh, $120 for a brand new console that just came out." And
Right.
we're only making, like, 4 grand a year less on average per household than then.
Yeah.
Eh, it was a lot more affordable to game back in the day.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Like, a new game would cost $20 instead of 90.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta search for those deals now.
Yeah.
Um, so I take it you were mostly into racing and,
Nope.
like, action games?
Nope. I was actually more into, like, well, at first side scrollers, but, I mean, that was, like, the only, like, RPG style that
Mhm.
existed with side scrollers. But from there, I did get into more of the role playing, like, the first person role playing games.
Sure.
Um, and I've, like, going so far I'll even go so far as to say Spyro is similar to that, where you can be first or third person views,
Okay.
but you're just, like, solving puzzles, role playing, like, you're a little dragon, or, like, Crash Bandicoot series, I love
Mhm.
that series as well. God of War series, like, anything really that has some action, but also has a lot of, like, puzzles and mazes, stuff that really makes you think. Now
Yeah,
anymore, it's more along the lines of stuff that you really gotta go and search and investigate and really
mhm.
solve these things, put dots together that game just doesn't tell you that are there. Just so
Right.
I love those. I love those. Games that make
Okay.
me.
So more along the lines of, like, a mystery or a puzzle solving.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, that's what I
speaking
liked about God of War originally is besides the fight scenes, it was a lot of solving puzzles.
Okay, because
It
I was
was
gonna
really
say,
that.
speaking of God of War, and, apparently it's the wife now is getting her
Mhm.
own story, and they're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
combining, the God of War from Aztecan, lore
Aztec,
and
yep.
Egyptian as well.
Completely different cultures, and I am really
Yeah,
excited because they've only really focused on, Greek and Roman, and I say Greek and Roman because, I mean, they're basically the same
yeah,
thing, just cut and paste with different names.
yeah, basically, basically.
I know there's minor differences, you can come at me with the comments, I get it, I know there's differences, but they were almost cut and paste, it was very, very close.
So you got the early versions of PlayStation. Were you ever into like COD?
Yes, my brothers and I, used to have a streaming den where all 3 of us had our game system set up side by side by side. And
Okay.
then we ran a group, and then we would stream, all 3 of us would stream and do these, I think we kept it at, like, 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes we ran over,
So like
when
a
we
LAN party?
no, no, like, live streaming.
Okay.
Uh, this was, when we were all adults.
Yeah.
Original Call of Duty, I didn't really get into at the time.
Okay.
I was more playing, I was more into, like, Fallout and stuff at that point.
Fallout. Okay.
Fallout New Vegas, Fallout,
Yeah.
3. Fallout 2 was PC, it wasn't Xbox, I didn't play it on PC.
Okay.
But 3 and New Vegas were both out on Xbox at the time, on
Mhm.
PlayStation, I believe,
Mhm.
and I really got into I've even now, I still play Fallout 4 occasionally,
Mhm.
but, I'm a Bethesda fan. I like for the weirdest reasons, like "Is this a bug or a feature?"
Oh, gotcha.
Like,
You
they are
really like
so
puzzles.
known. Yeah, if you walk up to a gamer and say is it a bug or a feature?" They'll instantly know you're referring to Bethesda games because they're notorious for putting that stuff in games on accident or on purpose. Maybe we don't I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
Somebody knows. I'm not the one that does.
Um, See, that name rings a bell because the games that I know of, and I have seen people play the most are probably all from Bethesda because there's Skyrim,
Mhm.
um,
The Elder
and
Scrolls series, I love that series.
yeah, and, the Portal games.
Mhm. Portal was
Um,
also fantastic.
what was that other one? It was Half-Life? I
Mhm.
think. I've heard
Half-Life
of it,
is
haven't played it.
I did back in the day. It was like a PC thing.
Okay.
Um, it was interesting. Different
Okay.
different TV series have put like not parodies of, but like references to it, and they call it something a little bit different because branding.
Yeah.
But like even The Office had a reference to it with Dwight. It was pretty funny.
I'm gonna have to go look that up because I love The Office.
Same.
I haven't seen it in a long, long time.
Beer, bears, beef, Battlestar Galactica.
Not the chili. Don't drop the chili.
Oh,
Oh
Kevin,
god.
freaking hilarious. 11 plus a Knevin makes a fix. Like, no, no, that's illegal, buddy.
Have there been other shows that you can think of that have derived stuff from video games, like popular video games?
Oh, absolutely. Well, there's even a YouTube series that was run based off of a group of people that played World of Warcraft and then formed like an
Oh,
in-person meeting thing, and got together and like developed actual real life relationships outside of the game. It's
that's rare.
really no, it's fantastic. The actress that kinda led the charge on that and kinda ran it, she's been in
Uh-huh.
quite a few things. One of my favorite roles that she's played is Charlie in Supernatural.
Felicia Day!
Yes.
I know who that is.
Yeah, she ran that YouTube series. It was fantastic series.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, because like, I
The
know they came out with a full-length movie based on World of Warcraft, and I think they're doing one on League of Legends too.
Yes, but, it wasn't based on the game, it was based on the people that play the game. That her
Interesting.
her her series was, and, like,
Okay.
it was great, they had all kinds of, like, high-end musical numbers and everything, it was good. I'd encourage
Nice.
you to go check out, honestly, any Felicia Day stuff, I'm a fan.
Yeah. She's such a wholesome person.
Oh, for real, though, and it's like, how can you not like her work?
I mean, it takes all kinds, but
I guess
she's
she just seems like a real sweetheart, like, she would be the
yeah.
kind of person that you want in a friend circle in real life, just
Yeah.
the kind, the giving, the smart, the awkwardly funny, down to
Yeah.
game, just just a
It
wholesome person.
was kind of funny the other day. I think actually come across the TikTok that she had made. And she
Yeah.
was like, "This is a level of parenthood that I wasn't exactly prepared for." She had told her daughter to go get some bread out of the cupboard because she
Mhm,
was hungry. She was like, "Yeah, go get some bread or whatever." It was like a French baguette that had been cut off into like thirds, and
mhm.
it was the butt of the bread, but like her daughter had hollowed out the entire inside of the
I
bread
saw that
and
one.
only ate the soft stuff. And I'm like,
Yep.
that is such like a
That that's
neurodivergent child right
yeah,
there.
absolutely. That sounds like
Uh,
something I would have done.
I mean, same,
Honestly, I've
same.
thought about doing that, and then doing, like, a big brat or something in there, and, like
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
see?
somebody said in the comments, you've got a bread bowl now, so might as well use it.
Ooh, portable soup.
Yeah, basically. Well, is it soup always portable if it's always in a container?
Ye maybe. I don't know, it's hard to eat soup out of most containers, I feel like you need, like, a spoon or something, but if you can eat your bowl.
Okay, that's what you mean, edible
Yeah,
edible
because like,
bowls.
you can just be like, you can drink your soup and then drink and then eat around and,
Yeah, yeah,
there's nothing to throw away, there's no utensils, super
true.
portable. You know what? I would like to go on record to say portable soup bowls need to be a thing.
Okay, maybe not portable, but edible.
No, full on like
Economic.
that. Like, you'll find me in traffic, like, drinking soup out of a French baguette, like, bet.
Okay, so edible bowls
Edible
and
bowls in
edible
a
utensils.
No utensils.
But, like, there's bamboo, soup spoons and, like, forks and stuff that you can eat once you're done.
Yes, but I'm saying like full on, like one-handed only, so that you can be like on a hike or driving or doing whatever and be like gulp, 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 munch, 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 and then it's gone and there's no waste, there's no nothing. That's it. It's just done.
So, an edible thermos. Got it.
Basically. Yeah, edible thermos. Patent pending. No.
Understood, understood. And
If there was a
see,
restaurant that did that, like, for a drive-through, like, if Panera decided to do something like that, I'm a new Panera fan.
they have bread bowls.
They do, but they don't have, like, like, thermos shape, like, nobody has that.
They don't have the baguette bowls. How
Exactly.
rude.
Yeah, it's like, why do you not have a French bread loaf you can just hollow out and fill with soup?
Ah, welcome
See you
back to
walking
another
around going,
episode of
"Yeah."
the Soup Chronicles.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so is there like there's the munchies that have to happen with video gaming.
Yes. For
The
most, yeah.
okay, for a lot of people who don't
Yes.
necessarily care about getting their controllers all greasy and salty.
I was gonna say, I'm
Um,
one of those that, like, I'm playing games, there's no food.
fair,
Like, I
fair.
don't want a speck of salt or nothing or grease. That's gonna throw my whole gaming experience off. Because I don't like I've gotta be
Agree.
neurodivergent, I'm not diagnosed, but I swear I've got to be. Certain sensations on my fingers, I hate. And then when I touch
Yeah.
another surface that has that sensation on the surface, it drives me up
Mhm.
the wall. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
one of the
fair.
rare ones that won't snack at all unless it's like Twizzlers or something, because like, you can't there's no residue.
Right, right. That makes sense.
It has to be, like, 0 residue or I won't.
That's fair. Because I was totally thinking of, like, the stereotypical dude sitting in his basement playing Xbox for hours on end, just munching away on Doritos with a
Oh,
Mountain
yeah.
Dew to follow it up.
I've known people like that, and then you look at, like, their keyboard or you look at their controllers, and you're like, "I can't tell where the Cheeto dust stops and the actual controller begins." Like, there's a layer on it. It's just like, I am not touching anything over here.
The dust mites look like they've got a tan or something,
Oh
spray
my
tan
god.
from the Cheeto dust.
They're all walking around with really bad blonde wigs.
Oh god. Using their
God.
finger guns, saying, "I'm the best." Oh, that's a slippery slope. That's a very slippery slope.
You ain't
Um
wrong, sister.
Okay, most played game in terms of hours.
Skyrim for sure. That's an easy
Okay.
Skyrim or Fallout 4.
Okay.
I do a lot of the modding, so, like, yeah,
Uh,
I mean, they have a lot of replayability anyways.
uh,
Because Bethesda is kind of famous or infamous, depending on who you speak to, about putting so many quests and side quests and all kinds of extra things and lore pieces into their games that you can play for like 500 hours straight on the same playthrough and still not discover everything.
yeah. Yeah.
They're really, really good about that, but I love putting mods in on top of just to enhance the game because it's just about fun, right?
Yeah.
Um, so like in Fallout, I have a mod that gives me access to lightsabers and blasters and various forms of armor from the Star Wars universe and stuff. So I'm wearing power armor that looks like, I'm a Death Trooper or something. Or
Uh-huh.
I've got like the full Iron Man suit,
Uh-huh.
for the power. There's all kinds of crazy cool stuff. Um, for Skyrim, I like to do different mods that like let you wear more than one ring at a time. I mean, like I get that mod. Like why like if you have if you have 5 fingers on each hand, you theoretically wear 10 rings, right? I've worn
Theoretically.
10 I've worn a finger or a ring on each finger. Like it's
Uh-huh.
possible. It's easily done. All you got to do is swoop and look. Oh no, I did it. So it annoyed me You're right. So it annoyed me in the game you could only wear 1 ring.
Hmm.
So I
Wouldn't it
downloaded a
affect
mod
your
that lets
grip on
you
your sword?
no. As
Oh,
someone who has swords, as someone who is trained in that, no.
okay.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
the only line of thinking I could come up
I
with
mean,
as to
if you've got,
why.
like, lots of, like, jewels and stuff on it,
Mhm.
maybe, but that'd be if you were, like, twisting it in. Like, if you're
Mm.
wearing rings like you normally would, they really shouldn't interfere as long as they're properly sized.
Fair, fair. I can see the appeal of mods. That kind of reminds me of like the discourse around Baldur's Gate and all the different
Mm,
mods that you could do with
mhm,
that and buy and
mhm.
whatever. And people were like really, really hyped about it, but then I think they stopped doing certain mods after a while.
There's, some mods that are designed that are really big that can break the game just
Hmm.
because, you know, your game's trying to process too much information at once,
Yeah.
whatever you're running, and then it can crash the game, or some programming interferes with other programming in an unforeseen way. And then you can go a step further, and there's mods that you can download that are very not safe for work. And
Hmm.
some brands are very anti that, and some brands don't care. Um,
Yeah.
so, you know, it really depends on the game and the creator of the game as to what they do and don't allow in the modding community. It
That's
also
fair.
depends on your system, because like, some that are available for PC aren't necessarily available for a console.
Right.
The order that you put your mods in can also drastically change
Yeah.
how the game works. So you do have to be careful in which order they fall in the stack when they load.
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah.
have ones that work, but if you put it in the wrong order, nothing will.
Right. It's a
Like, if you have
very
an
precise
it
thing.
is, like, if you have a mod for, you know, making water look more realistic and rocks more rock-like or whatever, and then you have a lighting mod to make things, you know, shadows crisper or something like that. Um, you know, a lot of that stuff has to go first before mechanics mods. Otherwise, it throws things out of whack. It tries to load the mechanics in before loading the new aesthetics, and then it
Mhm.
crashes. And if you flip it, then it works.
Mhm. That makes me think of another question. What is the most aesthetically pleasing game, like best artwork that you've seen and played?
Probably the best artwork. That's gonna have to come out of, yeah, that's definitely gonna have to come out of the Albion series, or I know currently Albion Online is the big thing, but the 2nd and 3rd games of the Fable series, out of
Fable,
that,
okay.
were my favorite. It was an art style that you don't see very often in games.
Mm,
It's more cartoony, but not in, like, a pandering to little kids way.
okay,
It's very stylized,
okay.
and I really like the style. It kind of was like a throwback similar to, like, early PlayStation games that were figuring out really nice 3D stuff,
Mhm.
especially the 3rd one, but it still had all of the elements of the newer stuff that's really nice. You know, the smoother edges, you know, it's not hexagonal anymore. But it was just very, very stylized, kind of like how certain anime series, they have a unique art style to it.
Yeah,
You know, same thing. And I don't know what it is about that specific style of play. I just really enjoyed it.
okay. That's totally fair. Um, there's a couple that come to mind that I've personally played and really appreciated the art and the level of detail, and it might be because they're somewhat newer games.
Okay.
Because the whole aspect of video game design and the artwork that goes into it is just fascinating to me, the amount of work that gets put into it,
Mm-hmm.
from the drawing board to the coding to the special effects and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that I thought was really interesting because of the lack of detail, I wanna say. Like, There was attention to detail, but it was a very plain format. Was the game Journey.
That was a really good one. It was different, but it was good.
Yeah. I loved the story in it, and I loved how simplistic, I guess, the delivery was,
Sure.
just to kind of further along the storyline and the message overall in the game. That one kinda took me a minute to finish. The other one that is, like, one of my top tier favorite games that I've ever played that I've feel kind of proud that I actually completed, because as someone who is not a gamer and
Mhm,
doesn't spend a lot of time on this stuff, so while my son was going through treatment for leukemia, I kind of decompressed with video games and listening to either a podcast or Sleep Token.
mhm.
And, this game was, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh, yes. The Horizon
Yeah,
games are pretty good. I am a big
yeah,
fan of them.
yeah. I fell in love with the storyline from the get-go, and I've kind of forced myself through to learn the mechanics, and once
Mhm,
I figured out how to, like, parry and melee and do these different actions and things, I was like,
mhm.
"This is kinda fun. I think I could actually get into gaming if every game was like this." Mind you, I was on story mode.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be a little bit easier yet, but you know
Yeah.
what? There shouldn't be this hate surrounding what difficulty mode you can do on a game. Honestly, the point is to have fun with it. Some people
Yeah.
really, really need to be challenged to have that kind of like fun and engagement. Other
Mhm,
people just are in it for the playthrough, the story, the whimsy or the, whatever it may be. And I
mhm.
don't think there's any shame in any, difficulty level, just play what you enjoy.
Yeah, and from the people that I've spoken to that I would say are, like, true gamers would agree with that sentiment is the purpose for the product is entertainment.
Right.
So, enjoy it in however whatever way you possibly can.
Absolutely.
Um, and I was told that like, I did end up getting, the sequel to Zero Dawn shortly after it came out, The Forbidden West, and I made it about
Mhm.
halfway through before I moved and lost the PlayStation, so I
Oh,
haven't been able
no.
to play it since then, but, I
Such a good series.
yeah, it is. Well, and I think there's a 3rd one out now, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, someone told me that Ghost of Tsushima would be another good one for both, like, storytelling and artwork that would be similar to Horizon.
Um, I have a retro game for you that's also really, really good for its storyline. It was
Okay,
fantastic artwork for the time.
okay,
And it is available on, PlayStation Network.
okay.
Legends of Dragoon.
I think I've heard of it.
It is my all-time number 1 favorite to play game, period.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Any more about it or
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, basically, you're playing a party of people,
Okay.
um, of individuals that have different combat prowesses or different abilities, and you're going through chasing down this big bad evil, and I'd say spoiler alert, but
It's been out for a
y'all, the
while.
game came out. Yeah, the game came out when really pixelated stuff was like the only way to do games.
Okay,
So it's old.
yeah,
But, your main character is Dart, and you play through, you're chasing down the black monster, you become a dragoon, which is like a person that can transform into this, winged kind of person with dragon kinda powers, dragon magic,
okay,
basically, and you get that by defeating a dragon or getting a crystal or a like a gemstone type deal, that came from a dragon. So if you defeat a red dragon, you get a red gem. If you defeat a dragon, you get a white gem,
okay,
and each gem has like, specific properties, like the red one, "Oh, you're a fire kind of, dragon," or the green has a, "You're an earth kind of or wind kind of, nature dragon."
Okay.
It's a 4-disc game. Yeah, it was like one of those big, long, like Final Fantasy kinda style games where it's
Okay.
turn-based combat, so you're not having to do a lot of in-combat reactions, but this has a little bit with, button pushes for combos when a certain character's turn is.
Okay.
Uh, it's not necessary to win the game, but, I mean, it's really fun to use those. But,
Okay.
it's a fantastic game. It has a very well thought out story. I hate that it was restricted with the technology at the time because there really isn't
Sure.
voiceover, it's text and you have to read and I'm not opposed to that, but there's no conversations,
Mm.
it was very much restricted by the technology of the time, but it was
Mhm.
well written, and I know there's a massive following still to this day of people that want it not just remastered, but they want a sequel or a prequel to it. There's so much fans, support for this. I guarantee if they would launch it, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell out immediately.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet if it was that popular back then.
Oh,
Um,
well, it gained popularity over time, like cult classic type of deal.
okay, I
But
gotcha.
n but at this point in time, there's that much following. There's even Facebook groups. I swear every year there's a new petition out for or people asking for either a remake or something else in that universe to make it a series.
Sure.
Definitely worth
Um,
it check out.
Speaking of games that are kind of culty or have a cult-like following, um, 2 of them kind of come to mind. Um,
Oh.
One that I've played that I this is the game that I've spent the most hours on.
Ooh, I
Um,
gotta hear this.
a little more ashamed, but, The Binding of Isaac,
See, that's not a that's not one to be ashamed of, like,
it's
there's some
so
there there's some horrific ones out there. Like, if you've played
Yeah,
any, alternate reality games, where you put on the headset and stuff, there's some
okay.
pretty horrific ones that bloody, crazy, weird ones out there. So, that one's definitely not one to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I feel weird because outside of my, little group of people, nobody I know has heard of this game,
It is kind
or
of an indie niche game.
Yeah, it is, but it's so expansive and so, I think,
Mhm,
addictive because every time is like a new floor layout with new different abilities, and the stuff that you get is totally randomized. So
mhm.
you have to figure out what works and what doesn't when you do get, to purchase things.
Right.
Um, and
Having that variety with a consistent mechanic background is really nice in a game, and that's tough to find.
Yeah, it is. The other one that I think has a little bit of a cult-like following is Animal Crossing.
Not gonna lie, I have an Animal Crossing island as well.
Oh, so do I.
Um, my girlfriend and I will play sometimes together, and then we
Mhm.
visit each other's islands and, we were long distance for a while, so it was really nice to have games like that we could,
Oh,
play and connect with while we were, half a country apart.
yeah. I like stuff like that.
Mhm.
Um, so is there ever a game that you saw was really popular and then you got it and then you're like, "This is not worth the hype," at all?
Yeah, for sure. People are gonna come at me for this one, I know they will. Fortnite is not worth it.
See, I've never played Fortnite.
I've played Fortnite, I've played the different, not versions, the different, like, they've got the multiplayer, they've got the single player, they've got all kinds of I've played all of the different things, the tomato battles, it's I don't like it. I just
Hmm.
think they're trying to do too much at once in such a goofy
Mm.
format. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
It's like they saw Minecraft and they saw Call of Duty and they were like, "What if we combined these, but made it really goofy?"
Yeah, I tried playing one time with just, like, the free demo version, and I
Mhm.
could not figure it out for the life of me, and some of the
Oh,
outfits on there were just totally ridiculous, so I feel like
yeah.
Fortnite kinda falls into that category for me of, like, everybody's talking about it, but nobody's telling me what it's actually about, so there's Fortnite, there's Roblox, and there's
Oh,
Minecraft.
so I have problems with Roblox, but my problems are with not the game mechanics, but
What
some
they
of
were
the
allowing.
what the developers were allowing and are still things are still being gotten away with on there.
Yeah.
And it's there's got I know for a fact that there's security, stuffs that they could do to prevent that from happening because most other online games are able to prevent that from being a thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know why it's such a prolific problem with Roblox specifically, because there's all kinds of online games designed for kids to play on that don't have the same issue.
Mhm.
But this one
Yeah.
does, and it's a disgusting problem. So I would say, personally, don't let your kids play on Roblox unless you're
No.
supervising, because there are some sick puppies that go on there and prey on kids, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. That's an understatement. Um, so, like, are there any games that you feel have been as influential to pop culture as, say, like, Mario and Sonic, and I would say Call of Duty and Halo are up there. Fallout is
Yeah,
up there, it's got its own show. Like,
Fallout
is
is I love that they have their own show, and to put a point on the show, one of the main character of that series is in
Mhm.
Fallout 3. It's
Okay.
based off of so at the very beginning of the game, this isn't even a spoiler, this is, like, first 5 minutes of the game. It doesn't ruin
Yeah.
anything. You get a salesperson for Vault Tech showing up at your door, trying to get you to go into the local vault and sign up for that service. That is the character that is the main character for the Prime series, Fallout.
Okay. Okay.
You
Good
can
to
even
know.
run yeah, and he shows up a couple times throughout the game depending on what choices you make.
Okay, that
But,
makes sense. But, like,
yeah,
what game would you say has had the most impact?
Pokemon.
Really?
Pokemon. There's plushies, there's artwork everywhere, there's posters,
Yeah,
there's how many, anime series.
true.
They Pokemon show up in other games all over the place.
Mhm.
Like anytime that Nintendo can have Pokemon show up in one of their games, they do.
That's
Um,
fair. That's fair.
going even beyond that, there's the Pokemon Park out in Japan.
I
Like, there's
heard
a
about
whole
that.
theme park. No other game has an entire theme park. So I
Yeah.
think just on that alone, we can say that I can definitively say that Pokemon has been the most influential.
Mm. I'd say that's fair. That's fair. Um, I would say that some of the Disney video games are probably somewhat or almost as influential.
But those games are I would make the argument that those games are based off of
Mm.
movies with pre-existing characters that people recognize outside of the game.
Yeah.
So it was the movie influencing the game, not the other way around.
Okay. I didn't realize the game came out first for Pokemon.
The game so Pokemon game came out on original Game Boy.
Okay.
Like, when it wasn't backlit, it was the green screen with the black pixels.
Mhm.
Um, it came out before most people were watching anime, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
I think it came out in, like, 93?
That sounds about right because I think the show started in '97.
Yeah, it came out before the original Pokemon game came out before tabletop card games were really a thing even.
Okay. Okay.
It was,
Um,
like, the 2nd or 3rd, I think it was the second major tabletop card game as well, Magic: the Gathering being the first major one,
mhm.
Pokemon closely on its heels as, 2nd major one. I'd say Yu-Gi-Oh! Became a major one shortly after that as well.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah.
that was the Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime series came out, and then the cards came out. Uh,
Mm.
Pokemon, the video game came out first.
Okay. Okay. Learning things.
There's books,
Woo.
there's comics, there's artwork, like fan art of all different
Mhm.
genres based off
Mhm.
of Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
Plushies, restaurants.
Yeah. So a couple different genres of games that I've been getting into more recently, are cozy games. So like indie games that are just like a cozy vibe or whatever, similar
Yeah.
to Animal Crossing, but without the having to garden anything.
Okay, so not Stardew Valley, got
Oh,
it.
no. I tried that, and the time constraints with that game stressed me out too much.
Okay, okay.
So that was the opposite of cozy for me. But, another way that I've been tweaking with or working with is managing my stress through horror movies and horror games.
There's some great
So
horror games out there, honestly. Silent Hill
yeah.
series is so good. The
Okay.
Resident Evil series, there's a
Yeah.
lot of really good ones. There's one Resident Evil game, it's an older one, and I will never go back to playing again, I freaking hated it. You move forward only by pushing the up directional button. If you wanted to turn, you had to stop moving, turn the direction that you wanted to turn on the directional pad, and keep going until you've turned that far, and then you push the forward but the up button again to walk that direction.
That is funny.
It made running away from hordes of zombies next to impossible, because anytime there
Mm.
was because this was before analog sticks,
Yeah.
the joystick, so it was just the pad, just the up, down, left, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and having to stop for each obstacle, turn, walk forward, stop, turn, and then go around it again. Oh my god, it was so frustrating. That was
I can
probably the
imagine.
only game I can think of that wanted to make me throw my controller.
I believe that. I believe that. Um, See, I haven't played a whole lot, but I want to, so I'm trying to find some either indie ones that I can get into similar to Binding of Isaac. One of the more mainstream ones that I remember playing, and I only did the one playthrough because it was kind of a choose your own adventure type, so different choices get you different endings,
Mhm.
was Until Dawn.
Ooh, yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Did you get all the way through it?
I did, with one
Nice.
specific path, and then I was like, "Never again," because I know I'm going to die if I do any other path.
Ooh,
Um,
Left 4 Dead is another good game series.
Okay,
With that, it has a really, really fun, but very jump scare heavy, kind of a feel for the single player. Uh,
okay.
the multiplayer is a lot of fun too because it's ridiculous. Because like one half of the players are survivors and the other half are zombies.
Okay.
It, it's one of the only series I know of that you can be the bad guys.
Mm,
It's fun. It's stupid fun. It's great. Left 4 Dead 1, 2, like the whole series, honestly. It's weird and janky, but I really enjoyed it.
okay. Speaking of games where you get to be the villain, that reminds me of a game called Infamous, where you, like,
Yes.
get to choose a path. I never got very far into that one because children were distracting, but, um
This is where I think you might like Fable series because you can,
Okay.
depending on your choices, you become the hero or you become the villain.
Okay, okay. That'll be interesting. You're gonna have to, like, text me a list of all of these so I can
Yeah,
get
and
on
that
it.
is a cozy one too, by the way. There's some combat, but there's also a lot of just relaxing stuff that you can
Okay.
do. in there as well. I really enjoyed it. It was a good wind down. I have to do some thinking, but not a lot of thinking.
That helps, especially for an anxious brain.
Yep.
So yeah, we're gonna possibly be making this into a series of video games that we enjoy playing and specifically like co-op games,
Yeah,
to
send us your
review.
favorite co-ops. Well, any games
Yeah.
really if you want us to do a deep dive.
Yeah, give me some recs on cozy games and horror games that you think would be good for beginner level.
For beginner, yeah.
Oh, all
Silent
right.
Hill is probably not beginner friendly,
No.
but if you like scary, ooh, there are some scenes in there that it's like, oh, my
Great.
favorite horror series of all time.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for this? It is the horribly creepy space-based Dead Space.
Oh,
The
I've
first
heard of
time I
it.
played through that game, the first game, I was looking in every vent in every room I ever went because I was so sure something was gonna pop out and eat me.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
I
is a
had seen,
great
there
one.
were some guys that lived in the dorm down the hall from me, and they were playing that on, like, a massive, like, 60-inch flat screen
Mhm.
with surround sound all the way up. That was also the same night that I was
Oh.
introduced to Slender Man for the first time.
Oh, that is a bad combo. You're
Yeah,
probably really paranoid at the end of that
I
night, like, "What's
did
gonna
not
happen? Oh,
sleep.
no."
Did not sleep at all.
I bet. All the lights on, sitting there with your phone in your hand, like, "If anything happens, I am
Yeah.
one button push away."
I think I ended up watching a Disney movie just to calm down.
Sure, sure. Yeah,
But yeah.
the Dead Space series, by far my favorite horror series.
Okay. All right, folks. Well, that is just a basic overview of some video games that we enjoyed, some that we didn't, some that we have fond memories of, and ones that we're looking forward to. So drop a like, hit us up in the comments. Don't forget to follow us. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, TikTok, all of the good things. So
Instagram, Facebook, we're on all of the socials.
yeah. Today's episode was sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. If you go to dubby.gg and enter code CGR26 for a 10% discount, it would help us out a whole lot.
And on top of helping out a small creators, it really is great energy. There's no crash. It really
Yeah.
is uplifting. They have amazing flavors. I'm drinking on Dragonade right now. Uh, Dragon fruit and lemonade flavor. It is so good. I'm
Mm,
telling you guys, you are missing out. And the
that sounds
price is only
good.
like $1 a day if you get the tubs.
Yeah.
A
All
really good way to
organic,
save
healthy
money.
ingredients with
Yo,
no crash, no jitters, not like a pre workout would. So, good caffeine sources. That's what you need.
yes.
Come get it
All
from
all
us.
natural green caffeine, yes.
All right. Well, Nate, it was good talking to you. Until
You
next
too,
time.
Kate.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.